We have a long-awaited showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a top-5 team in this conference, the Florida Gators. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For NBA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Back to throw. It's Manning. And it's incomplete. And a very quick throw. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis. Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here we go, first third down of the game. He keeps it on the design run, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw. It's Manning. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
He knocks it through with confidence. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. That wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Looking to scramble. Running with purpose. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down here for this offense. The back's got it. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. That's reeled in. It's Sturdivant. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Receivers are bunched together. Back to throw. It's Lagway. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Oh, the kicking team makes the recovery. Well-executed onside kick.
Well, that was a big risk, but they say fortune favors the brave. That decision was really brave. Borderline crazy, but hey, you can't complain too much. It worked out this time.
Gonna run it. It's Baum. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Breaks free. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. He finds his target. He has the first. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And tackled after a small pickup there.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. Will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Trying for a 4th down completion. On the move now. He's going to take off. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Scanning the field. It's Manning. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's looking to scramble. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. The Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Toss play to the outside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. To throw, it's Lagway. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Manning. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry-up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dumps it down to the back. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Tried to loft it in there, but it's incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. No for the first, but still going. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. After a snag for a completion. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators, as they put 6 more on the board. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's second down here. They're going to run it here. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
They make the extra point, the trail 21-10. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Receiver in motion now. To the air. It's Lagway. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Gators come up to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They misfire on first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception.
something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Moves out of the pocket. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. On the move now. Breaking free at the 35. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Breaks into open space. Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Looking deep to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare, a wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. 4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to throw it again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road, why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. From the shotgun, hand off inside. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The pocket breaking down. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point makes the lead 11. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were not going to catch him that time.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
No problem with the BAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. first play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to find some room. It's Daniels. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To the air, it's Lagway. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Direct snap to the back. Look out, room to run here. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. He's in the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Texas.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd. With his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long for the 24. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Longhorns. A big defensive score.
Oh, he tried tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
BAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change, bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
An excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Now they'll start from the 32. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Manning. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. Across the 40. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
With the catch, it's Daniels. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think the quarterback does a great job of looking through all of his progressions. Nobody's there. He finds the back out of the backfield. Nobody picks him up. He's able to catch the ball and then find his way into the end zone.
DAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Caught by the receiver. Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Brought near the sticks. It's Moore. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. QB keeper all the way. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Manning. And that catch is hauled in. He's in the clear. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Texas. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Now this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Moves out of the pocket. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense has got him, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Here's the toss play now, running left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. On the move now. Fires it on the move. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Little eye candy here from the offense in the pre-snap motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. A tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. He finds some space. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Hey, the defense working with this lead does everything right. Taking away any threats downfield, gives the quarterback only option really is to take off and pick up some yards. Now, they better be careful because you do that too many times, eventually he could get out and put it into the end zone.
Loose football. Touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
BT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Oh, it's not over yet, but this fourth down interception is going to cost them critical minutes here at the least here in the fourth quarter.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. That's a design quarterback keeper. No way to run up the middle. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 30, the 20. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Oh, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
And the extra point was up and good. This one will be fair caught. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. He'll take a deep shot here. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Florida. They take the lead in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Pressure is coming. Running through the tackle. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So what an entertaining battle here today. But in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much. And you make some mistakes that you don't normally do. And I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.